The sea is filled with incredible creatures. Each day, new species are being discovered, and each day we are amazed by the unique creatures. But did you know that the sea is home to some really dangerous creatures? Well, here we are today to show you some of the most dangerous and vicious creatures that live in the sea. And if you happen to see them, you'd want to get out of the water immediately. Let's get started. Number 10. Cone snail. Some people like to collect shells that are found at the sea. The colorful ones in particular are quite beautiful. However, if you happen to see something that looks like this cone snail, you should definitely consider stepping back. Even though they look tiny and harmless, these snails are one of the deadliest creatures found in the sea. When they feel threatened or are in the hunt for food, these snails shoot a harpoon that can sting you both from close and far distances, causing you extreme pain. They inject venom, which is capable of paralyzing and even killing a human. Around 30 to 50% of the stings from this cone snail end tragically. So if no medical attention is given in the first few minutes, the chances of dying are super high. Number 9. Electric eel. From the name of this creature, we can tell that we shouldn't get near it. Combining electricity with a sea creature is never a good option, and yet the electric eel exists. Its body contains organs filled with nearly 6,000 electrolytes that store electricity, much like small batteries. The eel releases the electricity when hunting or if it feels threatened, discharging a high voltage of electricity that shocks the person or creature, sometimes even to death. Even though there haven't been many human deaths caused by this type of eel, you should always run away from it. One shock of this eel might cause you small pain, but if you get shocked multiple times, it can cause respiratory or heart failure, and people have drowned in shallow water after sustaining a bolt. Number 8. Box jellyfish. Once a jellyfish stings you, you get the painful sensation of both pain, warmth, and itching all at once. Many jellyfishes are harmless, except the stinging part, of course, but the sting is easily curable and leads to no serious injuries. Well, except for the sting from the box jellyfish. Adult box jellyfish can measure up to 8 inches long, but their tentacles can be up to 10 feet in length. They have 15 tentacles, each one laced with venom. Unlike the others, this one contains venom that is so potent that it can kill other sea creatures before they can figure out what is happening. Now, if they sting a human, you can expect anything from excruciating pain to heart failure, and many people are known to die before they even reach land. Number 7. Flower urchin. According to the 2014 Guinness Book of World Records, this urchin is the most dangerous sea urchin in the world. Why, you may ask? Well, it might look too pretty to be harmful, but don't let the looks fool you. Each piece of its so-called flower is a tentacle with a little jaw that releases toxic venom, and the urchin can inject it into you. They have 2 active toxins in their system, and once they've entered your body, you could experience muscle spasms, anaphylactic shock, paralysis, and in some cases, death. The flower urchin has been responsible for the injuries of many swimmers, and if you happen to notice one, we highly suggest getting out of the water or maybe trying not to step on it. Number 6. Lionfish. When you look at the lionfish, it looks like a normal, colorful fish you would like to bring home to your tank, but maybe you should have second thoughts. There's a reason why this fish is on the list, and that is because it is known to harm people and cause severe pain. They have venomous rays which make them excellent predators and hazardous to humans. When the venom enters the human body, it can cause pain, fever, and heartburn, and in some rare cases, it can also cause temporary paralysis of the limbs, heart failure, and even death. The only known remedy for such stings is to remove the spines and soak the wound in hot water. This can help break down the toxin and minimize the pain. Number 5. Stonefish. If you thought that having 2 different toxins is too much in a sea creature, then you'll be shocked to learn that the stonefish has 13 venomous dorsal spines that are capable of killing tissue and putting the human body into shock. It looks pretty much like a rock and lies on the bottom of the sea, and often goes undetected by humans. Stonefish don't attack humans, but if someone were to step on it thinking it was a rock, it could be a really bad situation. Once you come in contact with the stonefish, it raises sharp, venomous spines which enter the body. The deeper the needle gets into the human body, the greater the chance of death. They will release the venom and cause extreme pain, and in rare cases, death. Number 4. Blue-ringed octopus. This tiny, cute octopus with an incredible circle pattern on its body make it the most beautiful octopus in the world, but it is also one of the most dangerous octopuses out there. Yes, you'd want to touch it or hold it at first due to its size and appearance, but that might have a disastrous outcome. They don't necessarily go after humans, but if they feel like they're in danger, they can cling onto the person and bite them. Once they bite a person, you can expect it to be paralyzed and in enormous pain. If the person doesn't get first aid immediately, death is inevitable. The small but mighty octopus contains so much venom, it can kill 30 people at once in a few minutes. Number 3. Stingray. These flat creatures are definitely unique and will make you want to go closer and say hello. But what you might not know is that their tail has a spine that is extremely venomous and sharp. When the stingray senses danger, it will try and defend itself and use the spine to hit you as deeply as possible. If the spine happens to hit the torso, especially the heart, it would be almost impossible to survive. One example of such an attack is the iconic TV personality Steve Irwin, who died at the hands of a stingray. There are a lot of aquariums that offer you a bunch of stingrays for you to pet and swim with, but we suggest keeping calm and not doing anything that might upset them. Number 2. Sea snake. Most of the water snakes that we've encountered are mainly harmless and cause almost no injuries to fellow swimmers. However, just like there are venomous snakes out there, we can also have them in the sea. These snakes are mostly found in the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. They don't normally attack humans, but they will if they have to, and they're not afraid to use their powerful venom. The bite causes major consequences, which are sometimes better. If you get in the sea and notice a sea snake, maybe you'd like to step out and wait for it to go away. Or, if there isn't such a responsibility, you should try and avoid the snake and do not disturb it. Number 1. Humpback whale. Whales in general are really friendly creatures, the humpback whale included. So, you must be wondering, why did we put it on the list? Well, this whale can get quite aggressive, and who would want to swim near an aggressive creature? When they're in groups rather than individually, they are even more aggressive and tend to cause trouble for sailors every time they notice a boat. Another thing that should make you run away from this whale is that it can easily fit an entire human inside its huge mouth. Now, this rarely happens because they aren't able to swallow the person. Even though it's incredibly rare for a humpback whale to attack or even harm a human, it doesn't mean it never happens. Usually, they can hit you with their tail, but that's only because they don't see if anyone's behind them. On a related note, we wanted to know which creatures would make you want to get out of the water immediately. Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.